Hey everyone, it's Wasim here from the channel Handsome Smiles. Thank you for joining me on another video. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions of another attar and from the collection of Areej Doré. This is the history of attar collection. And this collection is basically taking traditional Indian attars and creating them in spray formats. And the first impressions we're going to be doing today is called Gul Hina. Quite interested to see what this one is like. So I was sent this collection to me from Peter from the channel Fragrance View. So Peter, if you're watching, a massive thank you to you. I'm sure you guys are subscribed to his channel Fragrance View. If you haven't, please do. And he mentioned this one was his favorite one. So I'm quite interested to try it. And I'm also interested to try it because it's called henna. Henna, also known as mehndi in my language, is the type of the tattoo, the non-permanent tattoo, and I love the smell and aroma of that. Sadly, my wife hates the smell of that, so she doesn't get henna done on her hands that frequently. But in my culture, many women of South Asian women, they do the henna sort of tattoo over their hands and their arms before getting married. So on your wedding day, they have this sort of tattoo. So I've always loved the henna tattoo and the smell. I've smelled a lot of henna in perfumes in other formats from Mellifluence. So his old attars had a few Mehndi henna type of attars, and those were just so beautiful. And the name Gul in my language means like flower. So I'm expecting this to have like a floral Mehndi sort of smell. So Mehndi or henna for me has this very distinct sort of earthy aroma. So interested to see what this is going to be like. I've not checked the note list breakdown just yet. I'm going to give it a first impressions and then we'll see what the notes are and see whether I got anything correct or not. So first impressions, I'm just going to spray it on my hand here. So let's see what this is like. Wow, a beautiful, like a blast of florals I'm getting. There's a slight dirtiness as well, and it gives off this sort of earthy dirtiness that I was expecting from henna. There's a slight warm medicinal vibe. The opening was really a blast of florals, but the florals weren't like white florals. They were like jammier florals that had a freshness to it and warmness. Then I started picking up some earthy medicinal qualities. Yeah, that's the main vibe that I'm getting at the moment, is florals joined by some earthy medicinal vibes, and it feels quite warm. Okay, let's see what the note breakdown is of this one. So Gul Hina is a modern, fresh, floral take on one of the most generous yet misunderstood Indian attars called Mehndi attar. So Mehndi is also another name for henna that is focused on white henna flowers. The top of the fragrance is bergamot and magnolia. The heart of the fragrance is henna flowers, rose, and jasmine distilled in a base of white musk. And the base of the fragrance is sandalwood. This is, for me, a sort of smell I've smelled in the past, but in cheap attars, cheap floral attars. It smells quite warm. As far as Areej Doré goes, this is a very wearable perfume. You will smell nice and warm wearing this. It's not got any off-putting like oud, dark Indian oudi notes. The musk is in here, but it's saying it's a white musk. So a musk may be made from floral flowers rather than, say, from black musk, which is from an animal, the deer musk. Maybe the white musk is what thrown me off a little bit, because this smells like a lot of other I smelled in the past. I'll be honest, this Gul Hina, I don't think it's one of the best of Areej Doré that I've smelled. It's definitely high quality. I'm going to give it to that. It's not smelling like those traditional cheapy others that you get in shops for like a few pounds. It smells very luxurious, but it's Gul Henna is not one of the typical others that I expect or perfumes I expect from Areej Doré, because they focus a lot on the harsher notes like oud and musk. Wow, this is now developing quite nicely on my skin. It's a very pleasant perfume. It's not something like too out there, but this is very wearable, which you can't always say about Areej Doré. The more I smell this, the more I'm enjoying it now. It smells like a beautiful, bright, sunny day where the sun is just going down a little bit, late afternoon, and you're walking in India, and the earth is quite baked, and maybe walking through like a market. There's just beautiful like floral element to this, with a gentle earthiness and a slight medicinal note. Not sure where the medicinal note is coming from, but this is a really easy wearable attar in a spray format. I could see myself wearing this maybe on a date. I'm not sure how strong this smells on my skin, but I don't think this is a perfume that you will get negative feedback. I actually think you will get good compliments from people. Nice, clean smelling perfume, actually. It's not typically something I would run out and buy myself, but I'm going to give it a proper wearing to see. But it's a very, very pleasant, nice smelling perfume. So there you go. That's my first impressions of Gul Hina. I hope you've enjoyed this first impressions. If you have, please do leave me a like and a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Until next time, my friends, see you later.